Welcome to my channel. Today, we're exploring dark manipulation tactics that some men use to control women. From creating jealousy to emotional manipulation, we'll uncover these strategies and how to recognize them. Join us for insights on fostering healthier relationships built on respect and understanding. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. The first one is creating jealousy is a common tactic used to manipulate emotions and provoke a stronger reaction from someone, particularly in romantic contexts. Here's a deeper exploration of this tactic, along with examples to illustrate its application. Understanding the tactic. Jealousy is a manipulative tool. The core idea behind creating jealousy is to evoke feelings of insecurity and competition in the target. When someone perceives a threat to their relationship or affection, they may become more eager to seek validation from the manipulator. This can lead to increased attention and efforts to please the manipulator, reinforcing their control over the situation. Examples of creating jealousy. 1. Flirting with others. A person might intentionally flirt with other women in front of the woman they are interested in. For instance, at a social gathering, they might engage in playful banter or show overt interest in another woman. This behavior can provoke feelings of jealousy and insecurity in the woman, prompting her to compete for the manipulator's attention. 2. Talking about other crushes. If a man knows that a woman has feelings for him, he might casually mention that he has a crush on someone else. For example, he could say, "I met this amazing girl at work. She's so fun and interesting." By doing this, he plays on her emotions, making her feel threatened and more inclined to express her own feelings for him. 3. Social media display. In today's digital age, social media can be a powerful tool for creating jealousy. A manipulator might post pictures or stories featuring themselves with attractive friends or on dates with other women. The intention is to make the woman question her place in their life and feel compelled to assert her importance. 4. Withholding attention. A manipulator might suddenly withdraw their attention or affection after previously being warm and engaging. For example, if they used to text regularly, they might go silent for a few days while being seen out with friends or other women. This sudden change can create anxiety and drive the woman to seek out their attention more desperately. 5. Highlighting other relationships. A person might frequently mention their close relationships with other women or how much fun they had hanging out with female friends. For instance, saying something like, "I had such a great time with my friend Sarah. She's really fun to be around," can stir feelings of jealousy and inadequacy in the woman. Psychological impact. Creating jealousy can lead to various emotional responses. Increased insecurity. The target may begin to question their worth and attractiveness. Desire for validation. They may feel compelled to prove their value to the manipulator. Heightened competition. The individual may feel motivated to outshine others vying for the manipulator's attention. While these tactics can yield short-term results in terms of gaining attention or affection, they often lead to unhealthy dynamics in relationships characterized by mistrust and emotional turmoil. It is essential for individuals to recognize these behaviors as manipulative and detrimental rather than genuine expressions of interest or affection. The second one is mixed signals, refer to inconsistent behaviors and communications that can create confusion in romantic relationships. This tactic can be particularly manipulative, as it often keeps the other person emotionally engaged while simultaneously causing them uncertainty about the relationship's status. Understanding mixed signals. Emotional engagement through confusion. By alternating between being attentive and distant, a person can create emotional highs and lows that keep their partner invested in trying to decipher their true feelings. This inconsistency can lead the other person to feel anxious, prompting them to seek reassurance and validation from the manipulator. Examples of mixed signals. Point 1. Hot and cold behavior. A manipulator might act very affectionate one day, texting frequently, complimenting the woman, and making future plans only to become distant the next. For instance, after a fun date, they might go silent for several days, leaving the woman questioning what went wrong. 2. Inconsistent communication. A person may express strong interest verbally but fail to follow through with actions. For example, they might say, "I really want to see you," but then cancel plans last minute or not initiate contact for weeks. This inconsistency can leave the woman feeling uncertain about their intentions. 3. Conditional availability. Someone might only reach out when it's convenient for them, such as texting late at night or when they are bored. They might say they want to spend time together but only when it fits into their schedule, making the other person feel like an option rather than a priority. 4. Flirting with others. A manipulator may flirt with other women while still expressing affection towards their target. For example, they might post pictures on social media with friends of the opposite sex while telling the woman they care about her. This behavior sends mixed signals about their commitment. 5. Future plans. When asked about future intentions, a manipulator might respond ambiguously, saying things like "we'll see what happens" or "I'm not sure where this is going." Such responses can keep the woman emotionally invested while avoiding any real commitment. Psychological impact. The use of mixed signals can lead to several emotional consequences. Increased anxiety. The target may constantly worry about where they stand in the relationship. Self-doubt. Inconsistencies can make someone question their worth and desirability. Desire for clarity. The confusion often leads individuals to seek more engagement from the manipulator in hopes of gaining clarity. Mixed signals are often a sign of deeper issues within the person sending them, such as fear of commitment or internal conflicts regarding their feelings. Recognizing these behaviors is crucial for maintaining emotional well-being and making informed decisions about one's relationships. The third one is emotional manipulation through techniques like fractionation. Involves intentionally swinging someone between different emotional states. This approach can deepen emotional investment as the target experiences a roller coaster of feelings, often leading them to become more attached to the manipulator. Understanding fractionation. Definition of fractionation. Fractionation is a psychological technique that involves alternating between emotional highs and lows. By creating a cycle of intense emotional experiences such as joy, excitement, sadness, and anxiety, the manipulator can keep the target engaged and craving more interaction. Examples of fractionation. Point 1. Intense affection followed by withdrawal. A manipulator might shower a woman with affection one moment, sending loving texts, planning romantic dates, and expressing deep feelings only to suddenly withdraw their attention. For example, after an amazing weekend together, they might go silent for several days. This creates confusion and longing, prompting the woman to seek the manipulator's approval and affection. 2. Creating emotional peaks and valleys. During conversations, a manipulator might alternate between being deeply vulnerable and then suddenly aloof or dismissive. For instance, they could share personal stories that evoke sympathy, saying things like, "I feel so alone sometimes," followed by a sudden change in tone where they act indifferent or critical. This back and forth can leave the woman feeling anxious and eager to please. 3. Celebrating small wins then criticizing. A person might celebrate small achievements in the relationship, like remembering a special date, then quickly pivot to criticism about minor issues. For example, after complimenting her for planning a nice dinner, they might say something like, "But you forgot to pick up the dessert I wanted." This creates an emotional roller coaster that keeps her on edge. 4. Fluctuating commitment levels. A manipulator may express strong commitment at times, saying things like, "I can see us together forever," only to later act nonchalant about future plans. For example, when asked about future vacations together, they might respond with vague statements like, "Let's just see how things go." This inconsistency can cause anxiety and lead the woman to invest more effort into securing the relationship. 5. Using humor and sarcasm. A manipulator might use humor to create moments of joy but then follow up with sarcastic comments that undermine those happy moments. For instance, after sharing a laugh about a funny incident, they might say something like, "You're lucky I even find you amusing." This tactic can create confusion about the true nature of their feelings. Psychological impact. The use of fractionation can lead to several emotional consequences. Increased attachment. The target may become more emotionally invested due to the highs experienced during positive interactions. Heightened anxiety. The unpredictability of emotional swings can lead to anxiety as the individual tries to navigate their partner's moods. Desire for reassurance. The constant need for validation may grow as the target seeks to stabilize their partner's affection. Fractionation is a powerful manipulation technique that can create complex emotional dynamics in relationships. Recognizing these patterns is crucial for maintaining healthy boundaries and ensuring emotional well-being. Understanding how such tactics operate allows individuals to make informed decisions about their relationships and protect themselves from emotional manipulation. The fourth one is flattery, and compliments can be powerful tools in interpersonal relationships, but when used manipulatively, they can create dependency on the manipulator's approval. This tactic can lead to emotional control and an unhealthy dynamic where the target feels compelled to seek validation. Understanding manipulative flattery, definition and purpose. Manipulative flattery involves giving excessive or insincere compliments to influence someone's behavior or emotions. While genuine compliments can boost self-esteem and foster positive connections, manipulative flattery often serves ulterior motives, such as control or dependency. 2. Conditional compliments. A manipulator might give compliments that come with a caveat. For instance, saying, "You look beautiful today, but you'd look even better if you changed your hairstyle." This approach can undermine her self-esteem while simultaneously making her seek the manipulator's approval to feel good about herself. 3. Love bombing. In the early stages of a relationship, a manipulator may shower the woman with excessive affection and compliments. For example, they might say things like, "You're the most incredible person I've ever met." This overwhelming attention can create an emotional high that makes her feel special but can also lead to dependence on that validation. 4. Backhanded compliments. A manipulator might use backhanded compliments to undermine confidence while still appearing flattering. For example, "You did such a great job on that presentation. I didn't expect you to pull it off." This type of comment can create confusion and make the woman feel like she must constantly prove herself. 5. Using compliments to control behavior. Compliments can be used strategically to influence behavior. For instance, a person might say, "I love how you always dress so nicely. It makes me proud to be seen with you," which subtly pressures her to maintain a certain appearance or behavior to keep receiving that praise. Psychological impact. Manipulative flattery can lead to several emotional consequences. Dependency on validation. The target may begin to rely on the manipulator's compliments for self-worth, losing confidence in their intrinsic value. Insecurity. Constantly seeking approval can foster feelings of inadequacy when validation is not received. Control dynamics. The relationship may shift into one where the manipulator maintains power by controlling how the target feels about themselves. While compliments and flattery can enhance relationships when genuine, they can also be wielded as tools of manipulation. Recognizing these patterns is crucial for maintaining healthy boundaries and ensuring that interactions are based on mutual respect rather than emotional control. Understanding the difference between sincere appreciation and manipulative flattery empowers individuals to navigate their relationships more effectively and protect their emotional well-being. The fifth one is the Benjamin Franklin effect, is a psychological phenomenon that suggests that people tend to like others more after they have done them a favor. This effect can be attributed to cognitive dissonance, where individuals strive to align their beliefs and feelings with their actions. When someone helps another person, they may subconsciously justify their actions by convincing themselves that they must like the person they helped. Explanation of the Benjamin Franklin effect. Cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance occurs when a person's beliefs and actions are inconsistent, leading to psychological discomfort. In the context of the Benjamin Franklin effect, when someone does a favor for someone they do not particularly like, they experience dissonance between their negative feelings and the positive action of helping. To resolve this discomfort, they are likely to change their perception of the person they help, leading to increased liking. Historical context. Benjamin Franklin famously employed this strategy to turn a rival into a friend. He asked a political opponent for a favor, specifically to borrow a rare book from his library. After lending the book, the opponent began to warm up to Franklin, eventually becoming an ally. This interaction illustrates how asking for a favor can shift perceptions and foster positive relationships. Examples of the Benjamin Franklin effect. Point 1. Workplace dynamics. In a professional setting, if an employee asks a colleague for help on a project, it can lead to improved camaraderie. For instance, if one team member seeks another's expertise on a task, this act of collaboration can foster mutual respect and appreciation, enhancing their working relationship. 2. Educational settings. Teachers can utilize this effect by asking students for small favors, such as helping organize classroom materials or participating in group activities. When students assist their teacher, they may begin to view them more favorably, which can improve classroom dynamics and engagement. 3. Personal relationships. If someone is trying to build rapport with a new acquaintance or potential romantic interest, they might ask for assistance with something minor like advice on choosing a gift or help with a DIY project. This request not only opens communication but also creates an opportunity for the other person to feel valued and appreciated. 4. Social interactions. Imagine two neighbors who do not interact much. If one neighbor asks the other for help with carrying groceries or watering plants while they are away, this small favor can lead to increased friendliness and connection between them. 5. Networking opportunities. At networking events, instead of trying to impress others with achievements, individuals can ask for insights or opinions on industry trends from those they wish to connect with. This request not only shows respect for the other person's knowledge but also encourages them to feel positively about the requester. Psychological impact. The Benjamin Franklin effect highlights several key psychological outcomes. Increased likability. People often find themselves liking those whom they have helped due to the cognitive dissonance resolution. Enhanced relationships. Small acts of kindness can strengthen bonds between individuals and foster cooperation. Self-justification. Helping others leads individuals to rationalize their positive feelings towards them, reinforcing social connections. The Benjamin Franklin effect serves as a powerful reminder of how simple acts of kindness can significantly impact interpersonal relationships. By understanding this psychological principle, individuals can strategically enhance their social interactions and foster deeper connections with others through the act of requesting favors. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I hope you found it as exciting and informative as I did. Your support means everything to me, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. What was your favorite part? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and share your ideas in the comments below. Together, we can build an amazing community where we learn and grow together. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.